Hello, my name is Emily Chang, Project Manager at Sensory Dimensions.
I'm Lauren, I'm a Project Manager at Sensory Dimensions. So Emily, there's a lot of interest in implicit testing at the moment. What's driving this?
Well, there's a lot of research in the field of cognitive psychology at the moment behind the implicit methods that we're seeing today. Product developers and researchers often find that despite very good market research results, the product still often don't do very well once they go in the market, and therefore they're seeking alternative and complementary research tools. Implicit methods capture intuitive and gut responses, and it taps into what Daniel Kahneman describes in his book Thinking Fast and Slow as System 1 thinking. And this is a fast, automatic, and subconscious response. On the other hand, traditional questionnaire-based techniques capture rational thinking process, and this is the System 2 thinking. They require us to make a choice and make an evaluative response. Therefore, it is slower to make a response, and it is likely to be influenced by external bias and social norms. We say what people like to hear. When we buy and behave, we tend to be based on our feelings and emotions, but for most people it's difficult to verbalize. And as many people argue, when people start verbalizing and rationalizing their emotions, these feelings would go away and change. Therefore, implicit testing would help us understand what people are really thinking. How do you use implicit methods at Sensory Dimensions?
At Sensory Dimensions, we're using implicit methods to complement the existing explicit methods that are used in market research. We have looked at brand, packaging, and product and how they all relate to one another. And we have also looked into the different emotional reactions that are evoked by different laundry liquid fragrances. And we looked at that in users and non-users of the brands. We have also recently looked into the ability of implicit and explicit tests to discriminate different snack products on the basis of emotion. And we actually presented this work at the Eurosense conference. And currently we are carrying out some work into the reproducibility of implicit methods. And to do this, we're looking into the asemantic priming paradigm, which is the kind of implicit test that we use most commonly at Sensory Dimensions. Let's have a look at what this looks like. Implicit tests are easy for respondents to carry out, and they usually enjoy doing it. They are computer-based. Ours can be run on any device. The respondent is first exposed to what the client wants to test. That could be a product, a brand, or a fragrance. And then they're showed a range of stimuli, words, images, or statements, paired with the word yes or the word no. Respondents then have to press a particular key on the keyboard. In this example, it's the E key for yes and the I key for no. The key they press is dependent on whether they see the word yes or the word no on screen. It doesn't rely on them making a decision. So is any fast test an implicit test?
It's a very interesting question, but the answer is no. There are many reaction time type tests, but not all of them are implicit. Some of them are simply speeded up versions of explicit tests. And this type of questionnaire, the respondents are asked to make a fast evaluation. For example, will you buy this? The respondent will have a choice, and because the fact that they have a choice makes it a System 2 thinking. They can then lie, guess, or make a random response without having any views of the products. The implicit test, the respondents will not have a choice. If the computer screen says no, then they must click the key that corresponds to the word no. The speed at which they make the response will tell us whether the no is associated with the statement that is shown.
We use the BrainLink platform, which was developed by System 1 Insights. If you come to Sensory Dimensions for your implicit testing, we'll make life easy for you. We'll work alongside you to define your test requirements, your attributes, and your stimuli. We'll recruit respondents for you, set up and run the test. And then with the support of System 1 Insights, we'll analyse your data and interpret the results. We can do implicit testing on all kinds of products, from food and drink to personal care and home care products, and we can do this while the products are being used or consumed. We can also run implicit testing on advertising, packaging, or branding, and we can run these tests in context, so in an immersive environment, or in home, or in a central location. So all in all, Sensory Dimensions can offer a complete end-to-end testing solution.